Well, it's Thursday afternoon. After 2.5 years of them watching them tear this thing down, do nothing, and then build it, we're finally going to get our opportunity to see the Adventureland Treehouse. It's a Magic Key preview. I don't know what else, how else to set this up other than let's go walk through the new Adventureland Treehouse, inspired by the Swiss Family Treehouse, but not the Swiss Family Treehouse. Let's go. Oh my God, look at that waterfall. This video that we got last night, the waterfall is lit beautifully. They didn't light it before, if I recall. Tarzan's Treehouse, the waterfall was not lit. Look at this. I will look for those, definitely. So these are those exit stairs that we've been watching them build. I cannot believe I'm actually standing here now. So long we've been waiting. The kinetics here are also great. You got a lot of moving parts here. You got a pump. You got, that's the refrigerator. That's what that is. That's supposed to be a refrigerator. You can see sort of the ice crystals forming on the glass there. Fire pit going down in the stove. It's powered by a little windmill situation. Wow. Look, it's Jane. Where'd you go, Jane? That was outstanding. So this is all the inventions that Father has been up to. There's the icebox right there, the refrigerator. So these are things that we're going to find in the treehouse right now. These are all his schematics for the things that he has constructed. Incredible. That's water. For the pottery machine. Also scenes from inside the treehouse. The music room, which we'll see, the daughter's room. That's the twin son's room. So what do I do? Okay. So the way up is the way down from before when it was Tarzan's treehouse. And I'm going to lose my ish a little bit at this point in the show, because during this journey, we're beginning getting some really amazing views that we have not been able to enjoy for 2 years plus. But this right here, this is everything. And it's even better now because it's unobstructed. I was gonna miss the tree stump because I like the bridge and I like the way into the treehouse, but in both directions now, I feel like this is an improvement because we can see out better. There's some bands right there. Oh, thank you. It's an improvement looking in, and it's an improvement looking out, in my opinion. And of course, the waterfall and the water wheel. Counting the days that stays active and working, because as it's been mentioned, the Magic Kingdom water wheel hasn't worked for a while. I have met 200 people today. I love this. Oh, look. There's a bunch. Oh my God, they're all over. They're all over the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them right here. Salamanders and chameleons. I guess, I don't know, is that a salamander? I don't know what those are. This is actually a perspective that we wouldn't have had before either, being able to see into the Indiana Jones queue like that. This was formerly covered by the, at the exit. You couldn't see, there was a tent or something over here recovering. This also means when you're in the Indiana Jones queue, you're gonna get a pretty good view of the treehouse. She said it was 1938. Is our setting. 1938. Does that reconcile with Indiana Jones? I think it does. Mother's Magical Music Parlor is where it's the drawing room. That violin is supposed to play also. Maybe it's not at that part. There it goes. There you go. That's the Tarzan book right there. There's your reference to Tarzan. So you might recognize, they haven't changed this very much. This is about as it was before, where you would walk by here. They had a treasure chest here, if I'm not mistaken, before. But right here you would have found Jane drawing Tarzan right here. they got an actual... Okay, so this is never going to be the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse as long as that book is there. Because that would be self-referential, and they can't do that, right? So what this is, could be that they were inspired by. This family perhaps was inspired by the Swiss Family Robinson, because the way that they're selling this backstory is that this is a choice. They're not stranded. They're not shipwrecked like they are in Swiss Family. And they actually set out to do this intentionally. And perhaps they drew inspiration from the Swiss Family Robinson story. Am I right? It's beautiful. Daughter's room coming up next. I had mentioned in our last construction video on this that I thought that I pointed out that box right there, and I thought maybe that's where they're going to put the SCA flag. And sure enough, there you go. This one's out. This one's for you, Dallin. The Society of Adventurers and Explorers, or Explorers and Adventurers. The SCA flag right here, out in front of her house or her room, and there's going to be another reference inside the room as well. A lot of sound. Right there in front of the chair is an SCA journal. They're pushing me through. Sorry guys. I would have loved to have looked at that a little longer. Fire ants. That's great. So that, by the way, that would have been the mom's room, the Tarzan's mom's, I guess. I don't know, where the gorilla looks at the image in the mirror. And then Tarzan as an infant would have been in that tree right there. And then beyond that is where the leopard would have been. Look at that. Books are mostly like field guides, plants and animals. Oh, the little froggies jump. Look at that. That's great. By the way, here's your plumbing. That's a water barrel right there. Crank it out right here. And the bamboo will run throughout the house. It's actually, yeah, it's got a direct line right there to the main source. Water wheels bringing up water, deposits in the barrel, and then you manually pump it through the house through those pumps that we just passed. This view has been obstructed a little bit. These weren't here before. This, I'm pretty sure these branches are new because you used to be able to see straight on through to Big Thunder from here. But there's your water wheel apparatus. Wow. Loving this look out into New Orleans Square from here as well. A direct guide to treehouse living by Kenneth Cooper Anakin. Interesting. I just keep looking at the water wheel in this whole apparatus. Oh. I mean, there's legit water in those barrels, in those buckets. There's water. I enjoy that. So in the concept art, the stairs would have sent you this way, and they would deposit you out here. But they have reversed course, and they're saying, no, we're going to deposit you here, which I think is an improvement because you get a last look at the waterfall, which is still terrific. Oh my God, it's so great. This, by the way, this area was trees. If I'm not mistaken, this was all trees right here in the before times. And you get one last look at the kitchen too. And Jane, the ostrich. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. So it's the same. The guests are going to come in the same way I'm going out. It's the same bridge right here. So you could conceivably, under normal operating conditions, just turn around and go back up the tree if you wanted. Well, obviously you could tell by my enthusiasm while we're doing that walkthrough just now. This is great. I love it. This is an absolute improvement over Tarzan's treehouse. I mean, the tree itself at Tarzan's was always great. I always loved the treehouse. I loved the waterfall and the setting. I always loved that part of it. But the theme was a little light. I'm not a big fan of the Tarzan movie. I can get behind this. I love the Swiss Family Robinson story, so I can get behind this theme at this treehouse. Plus, I've been saying for a long time that I wish that Disney would go a little extra. When's the last time they went extra on anything? I can say without a doubt that this treehouse, they went extra. They made the treehouse, they did the thing, and then they made it better. And we got to give them credit for that. And now this, I think, is a great opportunity for us to acknowledge and perhaps recognize the possibility that maybe something like Tiana's Bayou Adventure can also be great. I've talked to Imagineers who are working on it, and they're very proud of what they're doing. The Imagineers and the people who worked on this treehouse are very proud of what they did here, and they have every reason to be. I think that this looks great. A couple things that I didn't notice while we were going through the treehouse initially. There is a boat over here posted on the other side. It's not a shipwrecked boat. It's a full and complete boat, which supports the idea that this is a choice. They have chosen this. That boat, as a matter of fact, has got a piranha in it. So I talked about in the tree how that there's continuity between the Treehouse, Jungle Cruise, and Indiana Jones. There's continuity between all three of those. The piranha in the thing, we're in one of those rivers in the Jungle Cruise is where we're at, is my guess. The fact that the Swiss Family Robinson book is there, when they say that this attraction is inspired by the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, they're not just saying the theme, the family was inspired by Swiss Family Robinson. The family, with intent, we mentioned this, built this treehouse. So you're not ever going to see any sort of synergy with the film here, which is interesting because they haven't. It's been a long time since they've done anything like that where they didn't try to intentionally tie this, an attraction to an IP. Not that there is one. The closest IP is Swiss Family. Nobody cares about that. Well, I do. But I don't think many of the modern guests do. Unless, what if they made, we don't even know the name of this family. What is the name of this family? I don't even know. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to go home and shoot this or edit this. We're going to come back and do more coverage of this later, do multiple walkthroughs. But I hope this is a good start for our coverage of the Adventureland Treehouse, and I hope you guys appreciate it as much as I do. So let us know your thoughts, and then we'll see you soon. We'll see you actually tomorrow. Christmas starts tomorrow.